In this video, we're going to go over the history of South Haven, Michigan, and how it came to be one of the most popular vacation destinations on the Great Lakes. Nestled along the eastern shores of Lake Michigan, South Haven's story is one of transformation, from a rugged wilderness outpost to a bustling port town, and eventually to the charming resort community we know today. Our journey begins in 1833, when the first permanent white settler, Judge J.R. Monroe, arrived and was granted a land patent for 65 acres along the Lake Michigan shore. Monroe, recognizing the area's potential, built the first house, a double log cabin at the mouth of the Black River. This humble beginning would set the stage for South Haven's remarkable growth over the next century and beyond. As news of the area's beauty and resources spread, more settlers began to arrive. In 1835, roads were established connecting South Haven to Kalamazoo and Paw Paw, but it was the lumber industry that truly kick-started South Haven's development. In 1850, the first steam sawmill was constructed on the bank of the Black River, featuring a single upright saw. This marked the beginning of an era that would shape the town's early economy and landscape. The year 1852 was pivotal for South Haven. The village was officially platted, and key infrastructure began to take shape. A one-room schoolhouse and the town's first post office were built, laying the foundation for community life. That same year, an establishment that would become a cornerstone of early South Haven was constructed, the Forest House Hotel. This three-story building, with its full-length ballroom on the third floor, quickly became the hub of social and civic life. As the lumber industry flourished, so did South Haven. The town's strategic location on Lake Michigan, at the mouth of the Black River, made it an ideal port. But perhaps the most significant development of this period came in 1872, when the South Haven South Pierhead light was first lit. This lighthouse, which still stands today, would become an iconic symbol of the town and play a crucial role in its maritime history. The original wooden tower was replaced in 1903 with the cast iron structure we see today, which was designed by 11th District engineer James G. Warren. As the 19th century drew to a close, South Haven began to transition from a lumber-based economy to one centered on agriculture and tourism. The area's climate, moderated by Lake Michigan, proved ideal for fruit farming. In 1857, Aaron S. Dyckman planted the first commercial peach orchard, consisting of 4 acres. This marked the beginning of South Haven's reputation as part of Michigan's fruit belt. The fruit industry boomed in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In 1870, A.S. Dyckman and Thaddeus Hoppin shipped an impressive 12,000 packages of peaches by steamboat to Chicago, demonstrating the scale of the industry and the important trade connection with the Windy City. The town's agricultural prowess was further cemented in 1923 when Stanley Johnston, working at the Michigan State College Experimental Station in South Haven, developed the Haven peach varieties. These new varieties were more disease-resistant and better suited to the local climate, revolutionizing peach production in the region. While peaches put South Haven on the agricultural map, it was blueberries that would become the town's most famous crop. In 1911, Dr. Stanley Johnston began experimenting with blueberry cultivation at the South Haven Experimental Station. His work led to the development of several new blueberry varieties, including the popular Blue Crop cultivar in 1952. This success led to the establishment of the National Blueberry Festival, an annual event that continues to this day and celebrates the town's agricultural heritage. As South Haven's reputation for fruit production grew, so did its appeal as a vacation destination. The turn of the 20th century saw South Haven transform into a popular resort town. The arrival of steamships and later the railroad made South Haven easily accessible to visitors from Chicago and other Midwestern cities. The town's first resort, the Avery Beach Hotel, was built in 1890, marking the beginning of South Haven's transformation into a popular summer destination. By the early 1900s, numerous hotels, boarding houses, and cottages had sprung up to accommodate the growing number of tourists. One of the most popular ways for tourists to reach South Haven was by steamship from Chicago. The journey across Lake Michigan, about 80 miles, became a regular route for passenger vessels. However, this connection between the two cities would also be the source of one of the greatest maritime disasters in Great Lakes history. On July 24, 1915, the SS Eastland, a top-heavy ship that had previously served the Chicago-South Haven route, capsized while still moored in the Chicago River. The tragedy resulted in the deaths of 844 passengers and crew, marking a somber chapter in the region's maritime history. World War II brought changes to South Haven, as it did to many American towns. The Everett Piano Company, a local business, shifted its production to create wooden parts for military gliders, contributing to the war effort. In the post-war years, South Haven experienced significant changes. The advent of refrigerated trucking in the 1950s reduced the need for water transport of fruit, leading to a decline in the town's shipping industry. The latter part of the 20th century and the early 21st century have seen South Haven continue to evolve while maintaining its small-town charm. The town has successfully leveraged its natural beauty, rich history, and strong agricultural traditions to remain a thriving tourist destination and a desirable place to live. Today, South Haven boasts a population of about 4,000 residents and continues to draw thousands of visitors each year. The town's beaches, marinas, and downtown area are major attractions. Events like the National Blueberry Festival and the Waterfront Film Festival, hosted in South Haven from 2013 to 2015, have helped to promote the town as a cultural destination. The South Haven Lighthouse, restored in 2016 through community donations, stands as a symbol of the town's commitment to preserving its heritage. The Michigan Maritime Museum, founded in 1989, dedicated to preserving and interpreting the region's maritime history, offers visitors a chance to experience South Haven's nautical past. Visitors can even board the Friends Goodwill, a meticulously crafted replica of a topsail merchant sloop from the early 19th century, for an authentic sailing experience. As of 2024, South Haven continues to be a beloved destination for tourists and a cherished home for its residents. Its story is one of resilience, adaptability, and community spirit. From its humble beginnings as a lumber town to its current status as a charming lakeside resort, South Haven has consistently reinvented itself while staying true to its core identity. The town's story unfolds with each step along the harbor walk. Whether travelers pause to read these tales or gather at the storied lighthouse for sunset, they become part of Michigan's coastal legacy, a community that has flourished here for generations. That's it for this week's Leisure Lore. And please do us a favor and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed it. It means the world to us.